Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show for Friday, March 4th, 2022. Welcome to another eBay video. Tonight we're going to be discussing getting to know your eBay buyer before he buys from you. We're going to talk a little bit about unpaid item strikes with a short commentary by Charles Decker. We're going to be talking about contacting eBay for business with a short commentary by Dennis Copper. We're going to be talking about your comments, questions, and concerns, some experiences I had this week with negative feedback, and a lot more. So stay tuned for an action-packed episode of the Crazy New York Driver Show in color. As always, I'm going to start off with your comments, questions, and concerns. Gary and John both wrote in about best offers and getting to know your buyer ahead of time. I'm going to read their comments now. Gary wrote, Joe, you said for the last 10 years that best offers don't work in eBay Motors because buyers never pay. What has changed today so that most buyers are now paying? I understand you can't decline lowball offers because it would require you to go through all 1,000 plus listings and add a price. Also, eBay should go back to 3 unpaid item strikes and their account is suspended. Most major auction firms like Stack's Bowers will suspend a non-paying bidder after just one time unless they pay the firm money to get out of non-paying. The money they have to pay is usually enough so Stack's Bowers can resell the coin for a profit. Good points, Gary. Let me go on with the questions, comments, and concerns. I'm going to answer all of them as we go along. John wrote in, overall, good advice on accepting best offers. It is always a good idea to know who you're dealing with. Thanks for another good video, my friend. John from Flippin' Ain't Easy. Charles Decker wrote in, and he's got a pretty interesting comment. He wrote, Joe, you used to say that I had balls of steel for forcing buyers to accept an item after they requested a cancellation. I'm glad that you, among other sellers, have started taking a stand against all this returns crap. Buyers need to be more diligent and do their homework before placing their order. If somebody places an order and then tries to cancel after the fact, too bad. They're getting the item. This isn't Macy's or Walmart. eBay needs to stop showing our competition's items to buyers after they've already completed the transaction. It's just plain wrong. Charles, truer words were never spoken. I think it's sad that they would even do that to us, and it's been going on for years. Dennis Copper wrote in with a commentary, a short comment about contacting eBay for business. Listen to this, because this is odd. Dennis wrote, good sellers that use eBay for Facebook, be aware of a major change. They now want to share your Facebook account with others and act on your behalf. This is a violation of your privacy. And here is what message comes up according to Dennis Copper when he contacted them. Grant application access, eBay social channel. Ready to use eBay social channel? Great. To share info about your eBay account and let eBay social channel act on your behalf, we need your consent first. Don't worry, we won't give the application your eBay password. And if you ever change your mind about consenting to this application, no problem, just go to my eBay to take care of it. Please be sure to read the eBay social channel terms of service and privacy policy, because these are the terms of service and policy that will apply when you use this application. We don't manage policies set by other companies. When you agree, you're letting us share your eBay account data with eBay social channel, and you're letting eBay social channel act on your behalf on eBay as described in their terms of service. I always consider myself right on top of breaking news with eBay. And I know a lot of people, but this is the first I'm hearing of eBay social channel. What is this? Do any of you guys know about this? Have you had experience with this? I really want to hear any experience you guys had, because I never even knew this existed. And do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? To me, and this is only my personal opinion from what I just read, it sounds like it's a third-party application and not eBay per se. Anytime there's a third party involved, it always is cause for some consternation. So talk to me, guys. What do you think about that? Next comment is from Carlton Leggett. Thanks a lot. I just watched your video and get 2 cancellations within 1 minute of a sale. They said their eBay account is screwed up and they just keep buying stuff automatically. They're going to call eBay to fix the problem. The other lady buys a size 7 shoe and said she wears a size 11. I will fix their accounts for them and block them. You know, back in the old days when they would say that somebody else was using their account, I would call eBay customer service and I would get their account locked up. And they would lock it up if the person claimed they didn't make the purchase. But they changed that policy some time ago, so I'm not sure if that works anymore. One more comment, and it's once again from Charles Decker about unpaid item strikes. eBay is not applying unpaid item strikes to buyers' accounts any longer. That was done away with a few months back, and it was announced. You used to be able to open an unpaid item case after 48 hours, and eBay would allow the buyer to post payment within a specified time or get a strike. No more. Now you can cancel the sale after several days of non-payment and choose buyer didn't pay as the reason. No more strikes. Charles, I have to agree with you. That's the way I feel myself. I don't think there's any more unpaid item strikes. However, I do need to tell you something that I learned earlier. Actually, I learned it yesterday. I learned it on Thursday. I spoke to an eBay customer service representative, but I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Let me go in order here and tell you what's going on. Where am I going to start off with? All right, let's start off with getting to know your eBay buyers before you transact business with them. Gary, the ZXC, the coin guy, asked why I'm having such better luck now than I did 10 years ago. I believe it was Dennis Copper several weeks ago that said he carefully screens buyers when they send him a best offer. And I've started doing that, and I'm having very good success. I've talked about this a few weeks ago. I want to go over it one more time, and I want to show you with screenshots, with a cutaway, ironclad proof of what I'm talking about. Let's say you have an item for $100 plus $40 shipping. You receive a best offer from a buyer, potential buyer, of $95. Hey, that sounds like a great offer, like I said last week. But please don't accept it yet. Do your homework. Spend a few minutes, all right? What you first do is you go to respond to offers. That's easy enough. You look at the offer the buyer has sent you and make sure he doesn't request free shipping, because they're not supposed to do it according to eBay rules. Okay? That's number one. Let's assume he hasn't done that. Look at his account. Click on his feedback score. Let's say it's 35, for instance. See if he's bought anything in the last year. If the account has a lot of activity, that's a very good sign. If you see he's maybe gotten 10 feedbacks recently, that's an excellent sign. That guy's probably going to pay you for your item. But just to be sure, before you're done, click feedback left for others and see, just in case, if he's one of these serial people that loves to neg almost every seller. Most likely he's not if he's got a legit account. But those are the worrisome signs, and those are the things you have to look for. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been working very, very well for me. I think I've had 2 unpaid buyers this week. So you're probably thinking, oh my God, Joe, 2? That's terrible. No, it's not, because I had about 25 that paid. So I'm very happy with that. But I want to talk about one troublesome person that I did spot. I had an item that was $28, and a person sent me an offer for $20. All right? I clicked on respond to offer, and he was from a foreign country I've never even heard of before. But before I go any further, I'm going to cut to a screenshot, and I want you to see this for yourself. Okay, guys, please take a look at your screen. I want to walk you through this. This is a perfect example of why you need to check your potential buyers before accepting their offer, even if their offer is reasonable. So let's take a look here. Right here you can see a person offered me $20 for this particular item. This item I have listed on eBay, as you can see down here, look, for $28.50. So personally, I think $20 is a very reasonable offer for an item that's $28.50. But I have told you guys so many times, do not rush to click accept offer. Get to know your potential buyer by clicking on his feedback. So let's do that right now, and let's see who we're dealing with. This is the feedback that this buyer has left for sellers, okay? I want to draw your attention. Now, he's not been very active, as you can see. 6 months ago, he bought some items. But I want to draw your attention to the very bottom here. Not needed. Please cancel it. Not needed. Please cancel it. Not needed. Please cancel it. In at least 3 cases, this person has refused to pay for the items they either won on with an auction or perhaps did a buy it now on. I'm not sure exactly what the items were. As you can see, it was over a year ago. But do I want to take a chance accepting an offer from this person? Absolutely freaking not. So I denied it. What do you think happened? 2 days later, the same guy sends me an offer once again for the same amount, $20. I blocked him. I should have blocked him after the first offer because of the warning signs here, but I didn't. I blocked him after the second offer. Do you know, even after that, he contacted me a third time through the eBay contact system, because you cannot block anybody from the eBay contact system no matter what people tell you. I'm telling you, you can't. Let's get back to the video now. I sure hope you found this little cutaway helpful. Guys, please take that as an object lesson to carefully screen your buyers when they're sending you a best offer. Because what really concerns me is the fact that it showed up 3 times that he canceled and refused to pay for 3 items in a row. Who knows how many more there are in which he didn't leave a comment about, all right? And that goes back to what somebody said earlier. It might have been Charles Decker who said they're no longer giving out unpaid item strikes. Well, there's an example right there of a guy who's got 3 in close succession. What does that tell you? All right? Now, I want to get on to negative feedback because I'm telling you guys, there must be something either in the air or there's a full moon or, woo, I don't know. So, I received 2 negative feedbacks this week. One is already gone, so don't bother looking for that one. That guy was over the top abusive, okay? But let's push him off the side for a minute. I want to talk about the other one, which just came in, I believe, yesterday, Thursday. So, Thursday, I check my account and I have a negative feedback. And the comment the comment read, "It's taking too long to get here." Now, the first thing I did was I went to the item to see when he bought it, check the tracking and everything. He bought the item February 21st. I shipped the item February 22nd, like I'm supposed to. The item was scanned in my local Oradell post office. It then went to the, I believe it was Jersey City hub, and then it slowly made its way to Tennessee, where the buyer lives. But for some reason, he hasn't gotten it yet. And I do agree that that's really too long for the customer to have to wait. But it's not my fault. I shipped the item the very next day, and the tracking clearly shows it. Now, guys, tell me something. Is it your understanding that when tracking shows we shipped our item in the time frame stated in our listing, eBay will automatically protect us? Because that's what I was always under the impression was going to happen. So I called up eBay Concierge Thursday, and they called me right back, and I explained the situation. And the lady looked at it and said, "Well, Joe, we will be able to remove this negative feedback, but we can't do it yet. We have to wait and see what happens next. We have to wait and see if the buyer will, A, get the item, or B, open an item not received case." Now, if he gets the item, let's say he gets the item next Monday, then I would have to call in again, and they would automatically, bang, remove the feedback at that time, but it will require a second call. Or perhaps he may jump to an item not received case. It may go that route. I don't know yet. Now, as I said, I was always under the impression if the tracking showed that I shipped the item or you shipped the item the next day, you'd be covered automatically. That's not the case anymore. I'm going to get into a little deeper explanation in a second. So, to be honest with you, I was a little unhappy. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a trivial thing. It's trivial. I'm doing the right thing. I ship the item the next day. eBay agrees they'll remove the feedback, but yet I have to wait another week or whatever before they'll do it. So anyway, a few minutes later, I get one of those automated feedback contacts from eBay saying, "Please spend a few minutes and tell us how your experience was with eBay Concierge." I'm sure many of you have gotten these things. I sometimes get 3 or 4 per week. So I was a little bit annoyed. So I started to fill out the form, and there's this one field that says, "What could we have done any better that we haven't done?" So, being my mischievous self, I wrote in something to the effect, and I'm paraphrasing this, "Why do you even bother sending me these things? Nobody reads these ever, and I'll prove it to you right now. If anybody from eBay is reading this message, I will give you a $10 eBay gift card. All you have to do is call me within 24 hours of reading this message, and I put my phone number in, bang, I click send." Okay? What do you think happened between 1 and 2 hours later? my phone rang. Yes, it was eBay. So I spoke to a customer service representative from Premier Concierge named Lance, a really nice guy. And he said he received my message, obviously, and he was so impressed with it that he went back to listen to the tapes. Because as you know, when you call eBay, they tell you that your call may be recorded for a learning tool for their concierge reps. So he went back and he actually listened to my interaction with the customer service representative. And he said to me that he was very impressed with the way I spoke to her, that I didn't yell or scream, I was very articulate, and I explained my problem. And he said, Joe, that's the reason why I'm calling you, because of the way you carried yourself. He says, I looked at your account. You've been on eBay for 23 years, and I cannot tell you the last time I spoke to somebody with an account as old as yours. So we went on to talk about why they couldn't remove the negative feedback right now at that moment. And he actually took the time out and he walked me through the screen that the customer service representatives have to work with. They have a checklist on the screen, and he was reading it to me. And I'm going from memory here. The first screen was, did the seller ship the item out within his stated handling time? So he would click on yes. Then the next screen would say, was the item scanned in by the post office or carrier? Yes. The next screen would say, has the buyer received the item? And because he can't click yes on that because they haven't, that's why my particular negative feedback cannot be removed at this time. Now, as I said, it seems trivial to me, but it seems like they changed the policy from the way it used to be. But he guaranteed me once the customer does receive the item, that negative feedback will be gone. So we talked for quite a while. We talked about 20 minutes. And he said, well, since I have you on the phone, I'm going to go over your account with you now and talk to you about it. He goes, you have excellent feedback. You have absolutely no cases closed with seller resolution. And what else was there? No defects. Your return rate, he said, is 1.99%, which is actually low for eBay Motors. He said, Joe, you must spend a lot of time on your account because it shows you really care. I thanked him and we continued to talk a little more. And out of the blue, he said to me, do you by any chance make any videos on YouTube? I said, yeah, I do. He goes, are you the guy that makes a lot of videos about selling on eBay and your name is Crazy something? I said, yeah, Crazy New York Driver. He goes, oh my God, I can't believe it. He says, what a small world it is. He said, I watch your videos from time to time, and I really like the fact that you put them out. He goes, the reason why I watch yours and a few others is because it helps us learn the troubles that eBay sellers are going through at that time, and it helps us as customer service representatives look into those problems. So I was really shocked. I said, well, Lance, I can tell you one thing. I'm definitely going to give you a shout out on tomorrow night's video. I said, on Friday night's video, you shall get a shout out. So Lance, thank you for being a cool dude. And please, please, remove that feedback, that negative feedback, if it ever shows the guy got the item. If not, if he doesn't get it, I'll probably have to give him his money back. Item not received, I guess. Although I'm probably covered by seller protection. It's a really cheap item and it went first class. So yeah, once again, Lance, I told you I would give you a shout out and I'm doing that. So yeah, that's that. Moving on to the next item. Unpaid item strikes for Charles Decker. I read your comment, Charles, ahead of time because I was doing my homework on Wednesday night. I was selecting the comments I wanted to read, and I wanted to read that Charles Decker comment about unpaid item strikes. And I asked Lance about them. And he says, as you know, back in the old days, it was very open that buyers who didn't pay did get strikes. But he says today, it's not as obvious as it used to be, but he says that they still do get unpaid item strikes, and if they get too many, they get kicked off the system. So, playing the devil's advocate like I have to do, I said, well, Lance, how many strikes do they need to get before they get kicked off? Because I can show you examples, like I just showed you guys earlier, of where people are doing 3 and 4 of them and nothing's happening. And he said that he really couldn't answer that question because that's something that trust and safety handles. So I just figured I'd give you the update on that. So yeah. What do I want to go on to now? Sales were very good this week. It was a very good sales week. No complaints. I don't think I had any cancellations. So yeah, I have a story to tell you about an overseas bad buyer. You know, I was hoping to use screenshots with this and walk you through this transaction really slowly, but I'm not going to have time to do screenshots tonight, obviously. I haven't prepared anything, so I might just wait until next week to talk to you about that because I want to spend some time on this case. And I can already see that I've been talking for quite a while. I also want to make a video about freight shipping. I've been waiting and waiting because I made a super humongous purchase which had to be shipped by freight. And it was a long ordeal, but it was very interesting. And I finally got everything together, all the facts and figures, as they say. So I'm going to have to take some screenshots, and then I'm going to give you a little instruction on freight shipping from California to the East Coast. I think you'll find it very interesting. But for right now, guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. Thank you for watching this video. Every Friday night, I come out here and I make these videos to try and help you stay successful as an eBay seller. If you think I'm doing a good job, leave me a thumbs up. It tells me I'm on point and appreciated. If you don't think I did a good job, tell me in the comments what you want me to hit up. And maybe next week I'll be reading one of your comments live and in color on the Crazy New York Driver Show. That's it. Go out there and make a ton of money on eBay. Rock on and peace!